afternoon, good evening, ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome to a new episode of Soulcalibur VI Friday, after a 2-week absence since the special episode. I am your host, Mitchell Patterson. Watashi wa Mitchell Patterson desu. And today we'll be playing a bit of Soulcalibur. I did say Friday, but this is actually Thursday. Well, it's Friday in Japan over there right now, but the reason I'm doing this on a Thursday is that tonight my brother is coming over for... Oh, wrong menu. I chose the wrong there. Sorry. The reason I'm doing this a day early than expected, my brother is coming over for a visit from Vancouver tonight, and he'll be staying till tomorrow afternoon or evening, I believe, because he has to go and pick up a new cat that he picked up at the vet, I believe. So for this occasion, for this week, we're just gonna do it a day early. So let's just call this one Soulcalibur VI Thursday for this episode. Alrighty,
welcome to the stage.
Let's showcase the new creation I made today. Another anime character. It's
Soul of
Deedlit from Record of Lodos War. See how she goes up against Nightmare.
Your nightmare has begun.
We'll have it at Ostrensburg Castle. So yeah, for those who are catching up, 2 weeks ago I had on a very special guest on the episode from 2 weeks ago.
In a cursed castle hall, warriors dance in a masquerade of death.
Will you fight me?
The nightmare will devour your soul! Battle 1. Fight.
Anyways, like I was saying in our previous episode, I had on a special guest, which was a Japanese virtual YouTuber. His name is Mami Yasumi, and tonight he will, and tomorrow morning, or later tonight, if you're for those watching in Japan, he'll be doing the Soulcalibur VI stream, which will be the PS4 version, which is what I am playing, of course. So I'm gonna probably stop by and say hi to him during the chat if I can sleep early enough and wake up in time. Wow, Deedlit's just kicking butt. Wow. Just fighting with... Oh, 3 perfects.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
I win.
Well, Deedlit sure made an impressive showing. I like the character. I'll have some fun for a bit. So yeah, his stream, his Soulcalibur, Mami Yasumi Soulcalibur 6 stream for
welcome to the stage
tomorrow morning or tonight in Japan. It'll take place at 21 o'clock Japan Standard Time, which is 5 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time here in Western Canada and California, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna link. As soon as I'm done the stream, I'm gonna update the description to link Mami Yasumi's YouTube channel. So if you all want to catch it later.
This won't take long.
Alrighty, let's see. Let's just make a random stage for this. Dark Knight Cecil taking on Raphael. This ought to be interesting. Well, I find it weird. I usually just say that. Oh well.
history of conflict repeats itself at this old sea keep.
I won't hold back. Do not delude yourself, thou wretched fool. Battle 1. Fight!
Doesn't sound very nice. Oh.
You! This'll hurt! Battle 2. Fight!
So, after I'm done doing some showcasing, I'll do some story for today to conclude today's episode. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2, it depends on how my mood is.
Victory goes to the last one standing.
Well, looks like Raphael's not messing around this time. Ooh, that was nasty. Ooh. There! Cecil wins!
I should double my training.
Oh! That's interesting. What's the Soul of Mitsurugi thing though? That's... Maybe someone can fill me out about what that meant. I would be most appreciated.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Maybe I'll check later after the stream ends, but who knows? Well, I'll do some Soul Chronicle. I'll do with Tira in 2 minds.
In the shadows of Europe lurks a group of assassins known as the Bird of Passage. One member, Tira, was born and bred to be an assassin. The moment the evil seed happened, Tira was undertaking a mission. Under the influence of the evil seed, her group's leader went insane, causing the other members to scatter. As a result, she was cast out into the world. Through a stroke of good fortune, a family took her in. However, her newfound stability was to be short-lived. Over the most trivial of things, Tira exploded with rage and ended up killing her entire family.
Oh.
This is what I was born to do.
So peaceful. I wish this moment would never end.
Who's that speaking?
Shut up. Doesn't matter who I am.
We need to get out of here.
Damn it. I know.
We can continue to kill all by myself.
Oh, jeez. Talk about messed up personalities. Soul destroying. Possessed of a split personality, Tira could be euphoric one moment and distinctly sour the next. Over time, these separate facets of her character came up with names for one another, jolly and gloomy. With no particular destination in mind, Tira set out on a journey to claim as many lives as she could.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Please help me.
What's wrong?
It's kinda difficult to put into words.
It's okay. Just try.
I'll be taking your life now.
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh, Tyr can only be jolly. What that means.
Aw, you're falling apart!
Battle 2. Fight!
Still going.
It's kind of a strange set of restrictions.
This is so much fun!
Who cares what you think? Can't you kill without opening your trap?
But if we're not careful, we'll draw attention. And it's not just about the actual killing. If you just rush in, then you can't enjoy the expression your victims make.
Pure murder. Nothing like jolly whatsoever. Gloomy was obsessed with pure killing, and like nothing more than to roam battlefields in search of her next prey. As killing grounds went, they were certainly worse places for it, though indiscriminate murder was always going to come with its risk.
You always get carried away, Jolly. Who needs fancy stuff? All you need to do is crush, slice, and bathe in blood. That's what real killing is about.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, pipe down. Can't you see how annoyed I am?
Oh boy. Now it's Gloomy's turn. Oh, Tyr can only be Gloomy. Oh! Wow. This one's got Siegfried's moveset. Jeez. I'm guessing this is code for HP decreasing.
There! Over there! After her!
Uh-oh. I told you. This is what happens when you go over the top. We need to plan things out.
Who cares? This is how I do things.
Wow. A little over dramatic there. Falcons in the shadows. Tira wandered aimlessly, jolly and gloomy constantly at each other's throats. And then out of nowhere, a member of the flyaway Falcons appeared with his own agenda in mind.
Why can't you just keep your mouth shut for once?
Why can't you? I'd have more fun by myself.
There's nothing ever straightforward. Damn it, this is so annoying.
How come it always ends up like this, even though we both like killing so much?
Hold on, Jolly. Who are you?
Been a while. Icern Drossel, the Iron Thrush.
Huh? Are you part of the Bird of Passage too?
I need your help again, Icern Drossel.
Don't call me that. I'm Tira.
Well.
Battle 1. Fight!
I wish it was just me.
I'll kill you. No, your place. I'll shred you.
Ah, damn it.
Battle 2. Fight! Final battle. Fight!
I'm gonna slice you! I'm gonna slice you! Is this it? Seriously?
There we go. I'll take care of him.
Are you stupid or something? No way we're going back to the Bird of Passage. All I want to do is kill and have fun.
Still, I want to know something. Why are you here?
Nightmare is a threat.
Nightmare? Is that someone's name?
Tell me all you know before I kill you.
Dreams of Nightmare. According to the information Tira obtained from the Flyaway Falcons member, a being by the name of Nightmare was out there harvesting souls. Having witnessed the results of his cruelty with her own eyes, she could barely contain her excitement. Was it the prospect of meeting someone who shared her hobby, perhaps? Or simply that she had found someone to aspire to?
Where's Nightmare?
Just look at all this death. Such ruthless, wanton slaughter.
I've got goosebumps. I wonder what Nightmare's like. I want to see him now.
We're getting closer. We've got to be.
That means some silly flies are gonna start buzzing around.
Did you really think you could escape, Icern Drossel? I had been ordered to kill you if you refused to come back to us.
Kill us? Just you try it.
You heard her.
Jeez. Oh.
Battle 2. Fight!
There.
Ostrinesburg. So that's where Nightmare is. As long as the Bird of Passage or anyone stays out of my way, it's time to meet Nightmare.
Woo! This is where it starts to get good.
Where's my new master? Tira arrived in Ostrinesburg, said to be Nightmare's base. However, instead of the Azure Knight, she was greeted by a man in a white hood.
So this is Ostrinesburg?
But there's no sign of the Azure Knight anywhere.
You were both right to come here. However, you are a little late.
Is this dullard all who's here? Too bad.
I shall tell you all you need to know. If I deem you worthy, of course.
Wow, he wants to fight us.
You just became a teeny bit more interesting.
Oh boy. Time to fight Sazalamel. Oh jeez.
Let us begin.
I like moths that smell the flame. That it? That it?
Jeez.
Battle 2. Fight!
There, now I'm back to normal.
Not worthy.
Jeez.
Battle your hope in shreds. Fight!
You were mute.
Ah, jeez. My goodness.
So, Nightmare is kind of like a puppet?
And he really killed so many people?
All is done because Soul Edge, the cursed sword, wills it, desires it.
Hooray! again! Let's go see Soul Edge! Yay!
Do as you please. You are worthy of that, at least. I am not obligated to bring you into line.
What was his problem?
That was a rather boring fight. I didn't even feel like killing him.
Who cares about him when Soul Edge awaits?
Things have suddenly gotten really interesting.
I know! I can hardly contain myself!
This is the first time we've been on the same page.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
That takes care of Tira's story. 250. Raphael next. A family's betrayal.
Raphael, the cold, cruel head of the Sorel family, is known for his fencing prowess and deep knowledge of medical science. Though still young, he has survived numerous plots and venomous political strife to establish his family as part of the ruling elite. However, when the evil seed occurred, a noble that he had backed went violently insane and attempted to kill the king. Seeing this as the perfect opportunity to strike, Raphael's political enemies blamed him for the incident and attacked his Paris home. Betrayed one by those around him, Raphael fled to his birthplace, Rowan, in order to mount a counterattack. Though he arrived safely after shaking off his pursuers, he did not get the welcome he had hoped for.
Nicola, why are you fraternizing with the enemy?
Dear Uncle, it is you who has driven me to this. How could you support a traitor who sought to slay His Highness?
You have nowhere left to run, Lord Raphael, former head of the House of Sorel.
So even my own flesh and blood would debase themselves to save their own skin. You think by selling me out the same won't happen to you?
We are simply doing what you have taught us. Trust no one. Those of no worth must be cast aside, even one's own parents.
Such callous teachings are worthy of your fearsome reputation. But no matter. In a few days, your head will be paraded about the streets of Paris.
Oh, jeez. How's that for a harsh welcome?
It's over.
That took quick care of him. Another soldier. Sophidia's moose, that I can tell. Ooh. Right to the wall. The ship. Now it's time to take care of the nephew. I think. Nope. Another soldier awaits.
Try to have some dignity.
Got him.
With my blade, I shall forge a new world.
I'll take care of him.
Damn it all. Everything started going wrong that day. The day that great beam of light pierced the sky. Blast! How many more pursuers must I slay?
He's headed into the slums. You lot secure the surrounding area.
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals. None shall give me a second glance if I look like this. A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay.
Is this how my life is to end? Betrayed by a child?
He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe?
I wonder why he suddenly got emotional. The slums. The young girl from the slums had saved Raphael's life. For Raphael, who had never relied on anyone but himself, having someone come to his aid was no small matter, even if his salvation was born purely of a child's whim. Amy's actions were enough to rouse emotions Raphael had long forgotten.
This should do it. Just don't touch the wound.
Thanks. Us poor folk never get to see a doctor. Then again, it's not as if we've any reason to live.
In my short while here, not one of these people has spoken with hope.
You know, life's strange sometimes. Red's a loner and normally doesn't trust others. Speak of the devil. Farewell.
Hi, Raphael. I have some bread. It's not much, but here.
You're too kind. The money I earned... Oh no! He left without paying!
Dummy.
I've been wondering, Amy. Do you not have a family?
Don't know. I've always been alone as far back as I can remember.
It must be tough for an orphan to fend for herself.
Hope only leads to despair. At least when I'm alone, no one can betray me. Right?
From a young age, she's never trusted anyone. Just like me. Whether one is rich or poor, life is equally twisted and corrupt.
Someone's coming. Hide.
Why, hello, Red. You're a slippery one. Everyone around here has paid their protection money. Except you. What is it? Have you found yourself another bodyguard?
Don't be stupid.
I know you've got some vagabond looking after you. How dare you bring trouble to my territory? First, your left leg. Then...
Filthy vermin! Unhand her now.
Oh boy, time to defend Amy. Yeah, sorry if you hear noises. It's my mother downstairs trying to clean up to prepare for tomorrow's. Because we're also having an Easter barbecue get-together as well. Hence the reason why my brother's coming over. There, several stabs to the chest. Aw, that's super nice. He's got Maxi's moveset, except he's got a Kusarigama as a weapon. Except it looks like one.
Try to have some dignity.
There. Got him
With my
defeated.
blade, I shall forge a new world. Amy, are you all right? Show me your leg.
You didn't need to come out. Getting hit's no big deal. It's normal.
No, Amy. It's not. That's not the way the world is.
Really?
You've given me a future. In return, I must give you the same.
Go ahead, if that's what you want.
Alright. On the run. With the aristocracy continuing to fight their petty battles, ordinary people had all but surrendered their spirit and given up on life. Like animated corpses, their lives were drained of all meaning and joy. Instead, Raphael decided it best to seek refuge with Amy in the land where the sun never sets. Spain.
Your blade is sharp, but a little too straight. That's the brilliance of a French sword, and it's failing.
Indeed. However, there is someone whose life I must protect. That's why I must learn the best techniques Spanish swordsmanship has to offer.
Very good. A sword is indeed for protection. You must move with rhythm and swing your sword with passion. On guard!
Alrighty.
Battle 1. Fight!
It's over! Let's go!
I got it perfect.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh, jeez. How dare you! Got him. Upper KO. Upward sword slash. Or jumping down slash.
Excellent. All movement must come from the heart. You appear to have grasped that concept well.
I'm grateful for your instruction. Actually, I have one more request. This girl. I'd like her to learn to protect herself.
Such a sense of caution. It's difficult to teach one who keeps a lock on their heart. However,
I may know someone who can be of assistance.
Really? Please introduce us at once.
Raphael, you're such a dummy.
The road home. As they wandered through Spain like nomads, Raphael sharpened his blade skills while also teaching Amy some techniques. However, with his enemies a constant threat, he felt his and Amy's nomadic lifestyle would do her more harm than good, and so took the risk of crossing the border back into France.
Raphael, I'm cold. Hold my hand.
Sorry, Amy. How's this? We must find sanctuary, no matter what it takes. I can't teach you properly if we keep having to escape.
Raphael Sorel, I never thought I'd see you on French soil. How unfortunate for you to run into us.
I thought we'd be safe over the mountains. Are you sure you all want to come at me without reporting my discovery first?
We're not falling for that old trick. We'll only need to send a report of your death.
Amy, do you remember what I taught you? Strike the enemy true, one by one. You need only worry about protecting yourself.
Time to battle the bird of passage is trying to get me now.
Know your place.
Oh, that has to hurt. Haha. Ay. Time to fight another bird of passage. Ah, female one this time. Oh wait, there's two more. So that means there's two more bird of passages I have to fight. Ah, this one's got Sazalamel's moveset. And what? And a weapon that looks kind of like one of his.
Eternal beauty.
Now, for the fourth and last one. Another female one. This one's got Tira's moves, which is strange because I just played her story just moments ago. Seriously? Ah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's over. You don't want anything to happen to the girl, do you?
Amy, let her go.
Certainly. In exchange for your life.
You win. Amy's everything to me.
Raphael, you dummy!
Amy?
Cut that branch!
Ah.
What the? The snow! Damn you!
Yeah!
Stupid brat!
Oh.
Is that all of them?
Yes. You did well, Amy.
My goodness.
Nobody should follow us, for the time being at least. If it weren't for Amy's quick thinking and skill, we'd be done for. I can't protect her with only a sword.
wealthy Lord Dumas. After crossing the mountains, Raphael and Amy arrived at a citadel in the south of France. To ensure her safety, it occurred to Raphael that she would need a decent home and financial security. So, disguising his real name, he became a servant to the wealthy Lord Dumas.
You do too much for me, Raffi. You are supposed to be my guest, yet it is I who remain in your debt.
You have allowed two strangers into your home, Lord Dumas. I am simply returning your kindness.
My servants speak very highly of you, too. You possess great wisdom, quick judgment, and charity. That is why I feel most distressed. Will you not rethink dueling on my behalf?
Certainly not, my lord. I am your sword and staff. I merely wish to protect your honor and name while you are ill.
Battle 1. Fight!
By a swordsman.
Battle 2. Fight!
Come on.
Too easy! Real power!
Oh.
Let us know. Try to have some dignity.
Sorry about that, but...
With my blade, I shall forge a new world. Battle 3. Fight!
Ah, jeez. Got him.
Very good, Raffi. Seeing your devotion has made up my mind.
What do you mean, my lord?
Listen, Raffi. I will soon meet my end, and I have no child of my own. It would make me so happy if you would become the heir to my fortune. However, I have one request.
I am overwhelmed by your generosity. What is your request?
That girl, Amy, is it? She is not your daughter, correct? If you are to become my son, you should send her away, to an orphanage, perhaps. As I have said before, she seems to be a great weight around your neck.
I did not expect you to say such a thing. How about we continue this conversation over some tea? I recently managed to obtain some fine, rare chinaware from the East.
A perfect world. I shall toast to the death of those who come between Amy and I. Raphael became Lord Dumas's adopted son, declaring that his relatives had gone on a long journey. His previous efforts to gain everybody's trust had paid off, as not one soul doubted him.
Thank you. How are the lessons going?
Very good, young master. The girl will grow into a fine lady. On his return, my lord will be struck dumb in disbelief. Still...
Raphael, I think I'm more suited to sword practice. Can't you teach me, like you used to?
Amy, you're smart enough to understand. If you want to carve a future for yourself, you need an education and manners.
I know, but you meanie.
As you can see, there is still some way to go.
Amy. Can I really offer Amy a bright future like this? I came to this reading room looking for answers, but I'm coming up empty-handed. Ample finances, a safe place, a fine education. Despite the freedom this lifestyle offers, it's not enough. This letter. Report on the evil seed. Could it be? There's no mistaking it. This is research on that abominable evil seed. Malfestation? Madness? The evolution of humanity? Interesting. It all sounds so fantastical. This was written by Scholar of the Future. Who could that be? Soul Edge. A cursed sword that feeds on souls?
Raphael?
I see. An exchange is made for power. Maybe this sword is the key.
What is it, Raphael?
Oh, Amy. Why the long face?
I was waiting for you to come back. I thought maybe you were mad about earlier. I've been scared recently. I never knew what it felt like to have something to lose till I met you.
You have nothing to fear. I shall make you the perfect world.
Raphael? Are you in here?
Of course. Here's a thought. How about some hot chocolate for a change?
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Interesting. Oh, jeez. No? It's odd there's another one. Seems there's another unlockable story here. This is reading a comment on my Twitter that someone just posted to me. Since I've done Raphael's, I think I'll conclude to this one by doing Amy's story. Her perfect world.
The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless feuds. But such power and politics were far removed from a young girl who knew only the slums of Rouen. Growing up surrounded by crime, depravity, and violence, she learned at a young age how to look out for herself and survive. She built walls around herself until her world consisted of nothing more than a single chair. That is, until one fateful day.
There. Now I can eat for a few days at least.
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
That girl. It pisses me off how she ignores us.
Relax, she'll turn up face down in a gutter soon enough. What do you say to a little wager on when that'll be?
Sounds fun. You're on.
Always the same scum everywhere. It's not like I'm alive because I want to be. Soldiers. They're armed. 3, 4. There's someone over here.
A pauper's daughter?
I heard something over here.
No. This back alley can't be my end.
You, child. A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay. Soldiers always act so high and mighty and annoying. No reason to help such self-important buffoons. He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
My name? I'm Red. Wait. Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe? Raphael. That's what he called himself. I don't know why I decided to go with him, but I did. It was pure chance I was there when those soldiers came, and I only lied to annoy them. And yet, Raphael wanted to give me a better future. But hope only leads to disappointment. I've learned that by now.
The changing of seasons. Was their meeting really mere chance? After Amy saved Raphael's life, the Sorrel family's former patriarch in turn brought her with him out of the slums. The two spent years dodging the fires of war and their pursuers before arriving in the provincial city in southern France. There, Lord Dumas appointed Raphael to his right hand in recognition of his talent, and Amy became Raphael's daughter. She was raised as a noble and trained in the art of swordplay.
That's enough for today. You've become far more skilled than I ever imagined. Amy, you've a natural talent, not just for the sword, but for the battle.
And yet, you still hold back.
Agility, awareness, intuition. These are your strengths. However, you still favor your left leg, albeit unconsciously, and this limits your movements. You must come to grips with that incurable wound of yours. And you've one other great fault. Care to know what it is?
I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
You forget you are my daughter here. You should refer to me as father or lord. It is unseemly for a noble to disrespect her father.
Dummy. Never mind.
Very well. A lesson for another time, perhaps. Now, I must be off to patrol the region and speak to some indolent wolf catchers. I would hate to displease our master of the moment, Lord Dumas. I presume you can return to the mansion on your own. You needn't worry. As long as we're hiding out here, we should be safe from the Bird of Passage's assassins.
It doesn't really matter to me where we are. My weakness, my injury, that day.
Don't be foolish. Stealing the Holy Stone?
You must know the truth by now. The Aval organization has betrayed the Lady of the Lake.
It's Lord Dumas. But who's the other guy?
How do you know of that?
Your knowledge of their betrayal is why you left them, is it not? You are a devious man, Lord Dumas. If there was someone you wished me to meet, you should have just said so.
What nonsense do you speak now?
Wouldn't you agree? Do you always lurk behind doors and eavesdrop, young lady?
No.
Amy, is that you? My apologies, Lord Aswell. This young noblewoman is a guest staying in my hall. She is still new here and must have gotten lost.
I'd expect nothing less, Lord Dumas. You are trying to test me. The light of emotion burns dim in her. Her caution rivals that of beasts, and she does not hide her fangs. This girl is no noble woman.
She isn't? But then...
Ah, wisdom dimmed by age is a beautiful, exquisitely human sight. My business here is finished. My thanks in advance for your support of the qualifiers, Lord Dumas. Thank you, little lady. You have made this visit a delight. Those who seek stasis must never cease their step. Cover yourself with the veil of refinement, young lady. Or perhaps I should say, young Amy.
Jeez. That lowly Oswald. Birds in the night. No matter how extreme the change is experienced, one can be said to remain the same person if they maintain a single, unbroken thread of memory. Whether she wanted it or not, Amy and her world continued to change dramatically. The humble red-headed orphan girl from the slums now lives as a high-born lady at the French Empire.
3 years have passed since Lord Dumas left his fortress city in the south of France on a pilgrimage. Raphael, having been named Lord Dumas's heir, officially adopted Amy as his daughter. Amy spent her days receiving a noblewoman's education, while further honing her unparalleled skill with a sword. However, it was unlikely she would ever use those skills in actual combat, or it would have been, had her keen eyes and cautious nature not caught wind of the danger threatening her land.
I'm impressed. The other birds of passage were more talkative.
Damn it! How much do you know?
I know your plot against this land's lord. First, you capture his daughter and hold her hostage. Then you steal his wealth, give him a sky burial, and plant fear in the hearts of his people.
Those cowardly fools. But you still don't know everything, brat.
Then why don't we see if I can loosen your tongue?
Oh.
Stupid brat! I was just buying time for our main forces to get here.
Positions and terrain, both fine. 5 of them, no backup.
You think we'll capture you alive? Ha! It's a sky burial for you. We'll flay your skin, pluck out your eyes, and then send your defiled corpse to your father.
Finally, you're all here.
Huh?
Hunting down the wolves of these forests is my father's job, but I'm happy to dispose of a few unwelcome birds.
Oh boy. This is gonna be a tough one. Probably. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I have to fight 5 birds of passage. passage. So this one's got Sathalamel's moveset, but I took quick care of him. Cervantes' moves I can tell, as well as two swords at his side.
They're back. It's wide open.
This one's trying to cosplay as Astaroth. But I'm not fooled for 1 second. This one's got Tira's moveset. Took care of her. Now for the last one. The last bird of passage. Let's see what move he has. Mitsurugi.
Tell me, was it by chance that you targeted us?
Shut up, you corrupt noble swine!
I see. Got it. Is there anything else I should ask? Malus, you're late.
My sincerest apologies, but that's not the issue here. Why must you insist on putting yourself in danger? And what happened here?
Bird of Passage assassins. I doubt they can still move, but be careful.
These louts have caused trouble time and again in town. To think they would dare violate the very lands of Lord Dumas's estate. For Milady to have uncovered and foiled whatever dark deeds they plotted is proof of your extraordinary talents. But please, no matter how skilled you may be, do not go to battle alone. Without a proper escort, you will find yourself in dire straits one day. And more importantly, I'm sure our young lord worries about you.
Malus. A butterfly learns it can fly when it leaves its chrysalis. So, what about a bird?
When it leaves its nest?
When it flies. Raphael's probably worried. I'll go home now.
Milady, you must learn to refer to the young master with more respect. Such an incorrigible girl. Well, I must clean this awful mess up.
A mystic rose. When did the wise young Lord Raphael begin to hole himself up in his library? He feverishly pored over his books as if possessed, and prohibited all entry to the library's annex. Amy watched with a sense of dread as her foster father was consumed by some strange obsession.
Malus, where is the key to the annex?
I'm sorry, milady. I know where it is, but I cannot tell you. None may enter the library unless a problem has arisen. That is the rule.
And you think this isn't a problem?
It is true he does nothing but deal with dubious folks and broods over strange works all day. If he were his old self, these acts would be unthinkable. But I trust him. He must have a good cause.
I see. In that case, how many fingers must I lose before it becomes a problem?
Milady, do not jest. Still, your point is made. I shall trust your intuition. Here is what I propose.
Raphael.
Amy? What are you doing here? I trust there is a problem that demands my attention.
I came to change the roses. It would be a problem if nobles such as us let our flowers rot.
It seems finding a shrewd maid to attend you was worth the trouble.
I also brought you some hot chocolate. Here.
I suppose I have given you both cause to worry. But I ask you wait just a while longer. Soon, I shall have a way to create for you that shining world I promised.
Raphael, I'm happy with the way things are now.
Those who seek stasis must never cease their step.
Fine. But can I visit you here again?
Please understand, Amy. I need focus to finish this as quickly as possible. But, very well. Will you come to change the flowers again? Bring roses, bright and beautiful red, to remind me of your hair.
What I want is... It was only coincidence that I saved him. Which means me being here is also... Who's there? Over there? Presence is gone, and they didn't leave any traces. But I know someone was watching me.
Uh-oh. Doesn't sound very well. This doesn't sound good. Crossroads of promise. Who could have foreseen what was to come? When Raphael left the isolation of his annex, the desperate weariness was gone from his eyes, replaced instead by the light of determination. With the object of his research now clear, he set off on a journey for the sake of Amy, and Amy alone. Both father and daughter stood at a crossroads, their fate uncertain.
It's been a long time since we trained together, Amy. I shall stay until you are satisfied, since we won't meet again for quite some time.
This journey, you'll be gone long?
Yes. However, my destination is clear, as is the home to which I will return. I shall finally fulfill the promise I made the day you injured your leg.
Do you remember your other promise?
Of course. The fate of that promise is still in your hands, as it has been since the day we first trained together.
Good. Then today, I will prove myself.
Battle 1.
This reminds me of when I swore to grant you one wish when you proved yourself a true swordsman.
Why did you promise me that anyway?
Got him! Oh, this is round 1.
Perhaps I was enamored with the idea of promise, with vows.
That's not an answer. Not that I really care.
No. Jeez. Oh! Oh, jeez! Ah! My goodness, did he suddenly get tough all of a sudden?
Enjoy.
Whoa!
We go for real.
Not yet! Not yet!
Got him.
Wonderful as ever, Amy.
Time for bed. Eternally. Raphael, I told you not to hold back.
I'll get him.
What?
Checkmate.
Indeed. Very impressive, Amy. I was sure you had yet to overcome your habit of favoring your left leg. But I was wrong. You shorten your step, weakening your strikes while allowing you to quickly transition to your next move. A stunning adaptation of La Rapière de Sorel. Very well. I acknowledge you as a true swordswoman. What is your wish?
Well... what I want... Hurry back as fast as you can. I'll make my request then.
Are you sure that returning as fast as I can is not your true desire? Very well. I shall take those words as a command from my one and only queen. I, Raphael Sorel, swear it upon my life. I look forward to hearing the request you come up with. I also have something for you. Will you accept it?
What's this?
Albion, the Radiant One. I sent word to various contacts in spare moments during my research to have it made especially for you. It is a difficult blade to wield, but I'm sure you have the skill to master it. I hope the bond between us is never severed, Amy. Even when I am gone, this sword will keep us linked. I truly believe that.
Looks like there's more. A fleeting wish. It had been many days since Raphael left on his journey. While Amy waited restlessly for his return, she reflected upon what she should ask of him. She struggles to find her burdened emotions, equipped only with a faint light and an internal roadmap featuring few guideposts.
Checkmate.
Oh, a stunning victory, milady. Despite a number of blunders, a solid strategy saw you through. Still, it is unusual for you to take so long to make your moves.
Malus, have you ever held back against me?
If I may be frank, yes. On several occasions, but all long ago.
Oh, that's fine then.
You have a habit of bottling up your feelings, milady. You may find that voicing your thoughts will lessen their burden. If it is the young master you are worried about, I've no doubt he will return safely. Perhaps he has gone to fetch the perpetually delayed old master. Now, it is late. I must prepare your bed. While I do, perhaps you would like to step outside and commune with the cool night breeze.
Ever since that day, it feels like my emotions are somewhere else. Voicing my thoughts will lessen their burden? I don't know. I hurt. Raphael, don't leave me. What? Is that what I truly feel? My wish, the thing I want from him. I was lying to myself. This feeling. This time they left a trail, on purpose, as if inviting me to follow. Is that a light in the library?
An omen of loss. How far did the wind carry her words, as if blew across the twilight sky? A violet light twinkled in the distance, as if to illuminate the cracks in a heart ready to crumble. That dangerous flicker beckoned to a lost butterfly.
I know you're there.
It has been ages, young Amy. Although, I'm not sure you even remember me. I am the Scholar of the Future, and your dear Raffi is my comrade.
Aswell, why are you here?
Ha! What a wonderful memory! With that in mind, you can surely guess why I came. I'm here to recover the items I sent to Lord Dumas. Nothing more. Now that my comrade Raphael has left the nest, there is no longer need for them here.
I hear pain makes people talk.
I hardly recognize you from the girl I met so long ago. Bravo! Marvelous! Fantastical! You know, I maintained a small interest in you. Not only are you the source of my dear Raphael's desperate drive, but I hear intriguing rumors about you.
Their eyes are glowing red.
Now, young Amy, show me what it is that keeps your feet rooted in this place.
Looks like I have to fight Alfested. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one probably. Fight 3 Malfested. Oh jeez! This one's got Rose moveset. This one's got Sophidius moveset.
This is it.
Got him.
That hurt?
Let's see who the last one is. Oh, he's got...
It's almost like... The movements are not hard to predict if I think of them as beasts. But are they? They'd be on the ground by now if they were normal. Sleep eternally. What are they? And that's the last one.
I used some of the better filth at my disposal, and yet you bested them with ease. I had heard your intuition was sharp. That does you an injustice. It is almost as if you can predict the future. I believe you will make an excellent match.
What are you scheming?
What lunacy did you fill Raphael's head with?
Very well. You've passed my test. As a reward, I shall spill the little secret Comrade Raphael and I share.
Eyes that pierce the soul. What will fear of an uncertain future bring? Oswald's words describe things not entirely of this world. The cursed sword that devours souls, Soul Edge, its host, Nightmare, their kin, the Malfested, and Raphael's mad plan to end war by using the cursed sword as bait for the feuding nobles.
If Raphael's plan succeeds, this world of strife shall meet its end. It would be but a simple task with the power of the cursed sword in his hands. I understand your suspicion, so let me tell you one more thing. Those monsters you fought, the mindless scum no better than beasts, they are the Malfested. Those who gained but a small fraction of the cursed sword's power.
Malfested? From the cursed sword?
Raphael is brilliant, and his skill with the sword is marvelous, but his crowning glory is his madness. That is the true key to obtaining the cursed sword, and I am sure he will do it. Now answer me this, young Amy. What will you do if Raphael's mind is lost and he becomes a monster?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's an ironic twist of fate that those with the abilities to reach Soul Edge are most vulnerable to it. They either end up its meal or its marionette. It follows that your precious father will likely become a ghastly Malfested.
Huh?
Oh, my sincerest apologies. He is not your father, is he? Nor is he someone important to you, just a man you're with by chance. Correct? Such cruelty! And here I was, willing to do so much for Raphael, thinking you cared for each other. If those who strive to lay the foundation of humanity's next step forward are not bound together by their passion, what meaning does any of it have? Or have I misunderstood? Tell me, young Amy.
No, I misunderstood. Trying to get you to talk. You already talk plenty. I should have been trying to make you quiet.
What a lovely color. You were once little more than a living doll, but now you are so very human. What a perfect subject! What a dramatic change! You wish me silenced? You wish to save Raphael? Then you'll need to impale me on that sword of yours. Come, young lady, show me your resolve! Show me your soul!
Oh, jeez. I knew this wasn't going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination.
Why am I here suddenly weak?
You must try harder for that bright future of yours.
Useless.
Jeez.
Just give me a little bit more.
Just a bit more.
Oh no, I must have lost track of time.
Huh? What the?
What's the matter? I thought you wanted to silence me.
I'm not done yet. What was that light? What is this?
My. You can still move so well after the orb's power affected you? You really are something. You never let down your guard to your surroundings. However... No matter how acute your perception, you cannot predict the impossible, can you?
How?
You shouldn't be so careless, young Amy. You hesitated before striking the final blow. When you're angry, your left leg leaves you open. It's so delightfully human of you. Unfortunately, from now on, I shall make you my little doll. Oh, it won't be all bad.
Her imperfect world. The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless feuds, but such power and politics were far removed from a young girl who knew only the slums of Rouen. Growing up surrounded by crime, depravity, and violence, she learned at a young age how to look out for herself and survive. She built walls around herself until her world consisted of nothing more than a single chair. That is, until one fateful day.
I'm in ruined slums?
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
A loathsome brat. She took everything from us.
I'm gonna feast on her torn flesh. Nothing less will satisfy my fury.
You must know the things you've done. You deserve this.
What's going on here? Soldiers? 4 of them, with spears. These footsteps. They're...
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals.
Raphael!
None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Raphael! Can't you hear me? Raphael!
This way! Over here! No. This back alley can't be my end.
The footsteps lead here. A surprisingly stupid move for him. Surround the alleyway! Search everywhere!
Yes, sir!
Wait! No!
There he is! Kill him if he resists!
So this is where it ends.
Death to traitors!
I die in disgrace. Alone, without so much as a name on my lips. Fate, I curse thee!
Raphael! Raphael!
Raphael. Why did I shout his name? I still don't even understand why I decided to follow him. It was mere chance that I saved his life. Nothing more. But from that moment on, Raphael was always there for me, providing me with the future. Hope only brings disappointment. I know this, and yet...
The Radiant One. What meaning was there to the illusion Oswald's orb showed Amy? Was her glimpse of Raphael's final moments a hint of the future to come? What path will this young girl take?
Raphael.
Milady! Thank goodness.
Malus? Then you found me unconscious outside.
Yes, I thought for sure you'd gone and put yourself in danger again. But there was no sign of anything amiss when I found you.
Where's Raphael?
Calm yourself, milady. The young master left just the other day. It's not good for your constitution to sulk so much over his absence.
Right. Raphael's away. Traveling. He's searching for something. And something bad's going to happen. I just know it. But I can't remember what. Some of my memories are gone.
The young master is sure to be back. I believe it's his wish that you remain here and wait patiently for his return.
Yes, but... those who seek stasis must never cease their step. I couldn't remember who it was that first spoke the words that flashed into my mind. As I said them to myself, I was filled with a powerful sense of revulsion. Still, they somehow resonated with me. Malus, my sword. Also pack my things. I'm heading out.
No, milady. Is what I'd like to say, but I expected this. There are two conditions. First, you must take me with you. And second, you must find a skilled guard to escort you.
And if I refuse?
Well, perhaps I'll chop off a finger each time you resist.
That's unfair. But I'm glad.
Something has changed in you, milady. Take it. It is your sword, Albion.
I swear upon the sword that binds us. I'll live so as not to lose. No matter how dark the road I must travel, this sword will light my way. Albion, the Radiant One. His hope, his dream, and mine.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Seems that I have to unlock them some other way. Alrighty, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of Soulcalibur VI Friday, or Thursday, or whatever it is. I'll probably be back next week to finish the remaining of the stories, and then wait until the next DLC comes out for the next part of the Soul Chronicle story. Alrighty, I will see you all next week, because it'll be Easter time tomorrow and through the holidays. I hope you all enjoy your Easter, and I'll update the description of the video with the link to Fammy's YouTube channel for the link to his Soulcalibur VI stream that will happen later on. So until then, this has been Mitchell Patterson saying so long. Have yourselves a good day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.